La 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 la. I can never remember his name. Yeah, he is a very good guy. Yeah, very nice guy. Yeah, they're all very nice. Saturday, when I got to Marsh Valley, I walked in the dugout. Kenny had just come back from coaching third base, and I walked out and put my hands on his shoulders, and I said, "Weren't these games supposed to start at 3:30?" And he goes, "Yeah, they changed the time. I didn't find out until like 10 o'clock on Thursday night. I didn't find out at all." Usually Brent just CCs me on all the emails he sends out for game stuff, but for whatever reason he didn't do it. I didn't find out about it. I had to go over to the school and talk to the principal on Monday about graduation stuff, and I happened to run into Brent. He said, "Did you not go to Marsh Valley on Saturday?" I said, "Yeah, I got there at 1:30. Come to find out the game started at 11. He got his real sheepish look on his face like, oops.
And he's like, what? She goes, he's like my best friend. Oh, like, well, you didn't get that over on her bit, or why are you waving at me? Are you hands full?
I'm trying to warn you.
Look at the wind you brought here. Seriously. You got this. Yeah, well, George coming, so. You are like. She is. I just told her.
What a kid. Sitting in the seat with kids that I had. I just saw a little head and what the heck was this? This one sits right here. Oh, right here. I'll put it on my shoulder. It's easier than setting up my tripod. I'll set the tripod if I have to.
Test. Test.
Okay, it can rain all it wants now.
Kelly and Skyly, can you hear? Does that sound all right? You want louder? Up?
What, you want the day off, Dan?
I was hoping.
Tomorrow? Rest of the week, actually. Huh?
No, we got a doubleheader on Friday. Shelley, don't we?
Oh, actually, I was thinking here.
Oh, yeah.
Here, softball's
Probably not going. I'm probably not going to Bear Lake on Wednesday.
next Wednesday.
Yeah, not to the softball
It
game.
may not happen. Barely. I don't think he cares. What do we normally do?
Number 5.
I don't think it matters as long as we tell them so they both know what's going
They
on.
need to know.
Or ask him and then make sure you tell their story.
Second COVID shot.
And there is a breeze coming through the window.
Your zip tie saved that. You realize that, right? Or it would have been over the fence.
Hello, young lady. How are you?
She's the best.
What's there?
I'm learning lots of tricks from her.
Turn the lights on.
He was a board op, and then they promoted him and made him, he was the traveling engineer for the Jazz for about 5 or 6 years.
Oh, yeah?
And he worked a lot on it. Yeah.
Where's it going?
All right, John, let's go. 1 minute.
colder. Like, it's 6 inches long. It's gonna be cold.
1, 2, check, check.
This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
And a very pleasant good afternoon, everybody, as we welcome you once again down here to Tony Hansen Fields as the Preston boys come home, as today they'll face the Century Diamondbacks in a doubleheader here at Tony Hansen Fields. Well, so the clouds have pretty much lifted. You can see off into the distance, up into the mountains, with a little snow up there, and there is even some little patches of blue out. So we're about ready to play some baseball coming up here in just a little bit here at Tony Hansen Field. These same two teams met yesterday over in Pocatello, and Preston able to walk away with a 6-1 win yesterday, helped in part to way too many errors, as the Century coaching staff will tell you. They committed yesterday 9 errors is what they committed during the game yesterday, and really handed Preston the victory. The win yesterday helped Preston break what had become a 3-game losing streak after losing to Malad and then losing both ends of the doubleheader on Saturday at Marsh Valley. But they're able to bounce back and break that yesterday and up their record now to 6-5 on the year. Century has played more games than Preston has. They've played a total of 14 games so far this year, and they've struggled a bit. They're 3-11 so far this season, and they come in having lost 5 in a row, including the game yesterday against the Preston Indians. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have a little more on the pregame show as we continue right after this.
KACH.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard.
Guys, how we doing today?
Of Northern Utah.
Good.
Are you worried about the safety of your home or business? Well, ChemDry of Northern Utah can help. Their new Micro Pro Shield service disinfects, then adds antimicrobial protection for up to 90 days. They use patented technology to create a layer of spikes on surfaces that mechanically kills microbes on contact for up to 3 months. Their hospital-grade disinfectant is EPA approved for use against SARS-CoV-2, the very cause of COVID-19. It's simply ideal for residential and commercial settings. If you'd like more information about their new Micro Pro Shield service and you're in Cache or Box Elder County, make sure you call today, 435-752-6100. That's 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
KACH.
Well, we welcome you back here to the pregame show as we take a look at our starting pitchers here for the game today between the Indians and the Century Diamondbacks. Century will send Kalen McCurdy to the mound today. He has no record and an ERA of 5.25 as he makes his second appearance on the mound here this year for the Diamondbacks. For Preston, Chase Oxberger will get the start here this afternoon. Ox, who has made many great good starts this year, he's 1-0, was in line for a win Saturday in Game 1 of the doubleheader at Marsh Valley. Had a lead, left after 6, but Preston was unable to hold the lead, and they gave up a couple of runs in the bottom of the 7th inning as the Eagles beat the Indians in both games of those doubleheaders on Saturday. So Oxberger, unfortunately, had a good quality appearance, but he came away with nothing to show for his effort. So with his win over Logan, his only decision so far this year, Oxberger is 1-0 on the season. So for the Preston Indians, they're 1-0 in conference. They have these two games against Century today, and then coming up in about a week or 10 days, they have 3 games over a couple of day period against Pocatello coming up. 1 game here and a doubleheader back over in Pocatello the next day. And I believe that is 2 weeks from tomorrow that those games will be played over in Pocatello. So Preston sitting pretty with a 6-5 mark. They're the only team with a win so far in conference as they'll move forward here today and see if they can come away with a couple of more wins here this afternoon against the Century Diamondbacks. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back, have a little bit more on the pregame show right after this.
KACH. We've all heard it said, if you aren't first, you're last. So why not start out first with the #1 brand for driver appeal and initial quality for mass market brands when you celebrate Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Celebrate with 0% financing for 72 months or other cash discount offers on select models. Rules apply. So we ask, are you going to be first or last? Choose to be first with Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
West Motor Company.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500. Or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
For the Preston Indians.
Welcome back here at Tony Hansen Field. We'll look at the starting lineups here as our lineups today are brought to you by Stokes Market True Value, where you need produce to hand tools, fresh meats to smokers, plus fresh bakery items, deli items, and more. Now serving fresh sushi every day as well. It's Stokes Market True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston. First for Century, it'll be Jet Anderson to lead off. He'll play at third base. Taylor Schill will be the catcher. He'll bat second. Eli Blackhawk will hit in the third spot. He'll play at second base, and his brother Deacon Blackhawk is the shortstop. He'll hit fourth. Kalen McCurdy, the starting pitcher, hits in the 5 spot. Gunnar Trulson is the left fielder. He'll hit sixth. Gabe Granette is the first baseman. He'll hit in the 7th spot. Ben Cook is the center fielder today for Century. He'll hit in the 8th spot. And Austin Erb is the right fielder. He hits 9th as Kalen McCurdy on the mound. For the Preston Indians, Tate Green leads off. He is the left fielder today. Ashton Madsen is the shortstop. He'll hit in his familiar 2 spot. Chase Oxborough, the pitcher, hits third. Justin Inglett will do the catching today, and he will hit in the 4th spot. Carson Chug will hit 5th. He'll be in right field today. And Devin Inglett will be at second base, and he will hit in the 6th spot this afternoon for the Diamondbacks in the first game of the doubleheader. Trevin Hadley will bat 7th. He'll be at third base. Brandon Hess is the center fielder. He'll bat 8th. And then Damon Wynn, the designated hitter, will hit in the number 9 spot this afternoon for the Preston Indians. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back. The first pitch on the way. Time for some Preston Indian baseball coming up right after this.
KACA.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
No winner on Wednesday morning in the KCH Money Magnet Contest. We'll put another $5 of the boss's money into the jackpot, and Thursday morning the jackpot will be worth $170. Your next chance to win comes up during the 7 o'clock hour on Thursday. Be listening. I'll call out those 4-digit lucky numbers, and you can have a chance to call in. $170 up for grabs Thursday morning during the 7 o'clock hour on Preston's Home for fun, information, and music. FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KAC.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH. Preston, Clarkston.
Let's go. Batter up. We're taking the afternoon off. It's a beautiful day for a ball game. For a ball game today. The fans are out to get a ticket or two. From Walla Walla, Washington to Kalamazoo. It's a beautiful day for a home run. But even a triple's okay. We're gonna cheer and boo and raise a hullabaloo at the ball game today.
It's time for Preston Indians baseball. The Indians of Summer hit the field as they look for a district title in summer's grand old game. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. ChemDry of Northern Utah. If you're in Cache or Box Elder County, they can clean and protect your home or business for greater peace of mind. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. We have all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Rouse Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. And by S&T Electric. When you're doing remodeling, additions, or building a new home, they are there for all your electrical needs. This game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited.
And welcome back, everybody, here to Tony Hansen Field. Time to play a little baseball here this afternoon. Anthems have been played. Players are on the field, and we're just about ready. Dan Hubbard here at the ballpark. John Beverly back in the studio as our studio engineer. We're certainly glad to have you along with us as the Preston Indians look to take on the Century Diamondbacks in Game 2 of this 3-game set. They'll play a doubleheader here this afternoon. The Indians and the Diamondbacks about ready to play here this afternoon. Jed Anderson leads it off here for the Diamondbacks.
Number 15, Jeff Anderson.
And so Anderson climbs in, as it will be Chase Oxberger to get the start here today for Preston. And the first pitch is a half swing. He's able to hold up, and it's no balls and 1 strike against Anderson. So we're here in the top of the first inning. It gives us a chance to set the Indians with the leather as Oxenberger's next pitch comes home, and that pitch is down low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Zach Grohl is over at first base today. Devin Inglet is playing at second base. And Ashton Madsen is the shortstop as the next pitch, it is down and in, and he runs the count to 3-0 here against Jeff Anderson to open up the ball game. Theron Hadley will be over at third base today for the Indians. The outfield from left to right is Tate Green, Brandon Hess in center, and Chug is over in right as the 3-0 pitch is a ground ball. Great play at third base by Hadley. Gets to his feet but throws too late. As Hadley able to dive toward the line and flag that ball to keep it from going down the line and saved extra bases, but it becomes an infield single for Anderson. And now here's Tyler Schill, the catcher. Schill hitting .385, no home runs. He's driven in 4. And the left-hander Oxborough will now work out of the stretch, and the first pitch bounces up there, gets away from Inglet, goes to the backstop, and there goes Anderson for third, and the throw goes into left field. So Anderson goes all the way to third base.
On the pass ball.
So he's there now with nobody out. And Schill, no balls and 1 strike. Schill with a chance to pick up the runner here in the first inning and get the Diamondbacks off and running today. The 0-1. That misses. Did he call that a strike? Okay, that's kind of a half motion, but all right, 0-2 the count. So Oxenberger now trying to bounce back. Ox comes back. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Fastball is a little up, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Ox in each of his last 2 starts went 6 innings, quality starts in both of them, against Logan where he collected the win, and a no decision in the game at Marsh Valley as that pitch is up high and evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. But a big opportunity here for the Indians. And Oxberger comes home. The 2-2 pitch is in the dirt, gets away from the catcher Inglet. This pitch was swung on and missed. It allowed the run to come in, and Schill will go to first base on what should be ruled as another wild pitch. So before the seats are hardly warm, Century has a run without the benefit of a hit. And that will bring up Eli Blackhawk, who, before he comes up to the plate, he's going to go and have a little chat with the third base coach as Justin Englert goes out to the mound to talk to Oxborough. As I'm not sure if he was crossed up on the pitch or just something that was overthrown, but certainly it got away from Englert quickly and went all the way to the backstop. It almost looked like he was expecting some sort of a breaking pitch and got a fastball in the dirt and went all the way to the screen. So they're going to show bunt on the first pitch, and it misses low, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. You'll forgive the Indians if this is like playing just another road game for them. This is only the third home game that they've played out of the 11 that they've played so far. Again, they show bunt, and again, the pitch misses down and in. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. So Ox back up on top again and comes home, and the pitch breaking ball is over for a strike that time, and it's 2-1. Well, at 2 balls and a strike, Hadley comes way up inside the third looking for the bunt. There goes the runner, bluff at first base. The pitch is high. They throw back behind him, and he is just back in time. As over at first base, Schill just did get a hand back under the tag, put on there by Grohl. So 3 balls and a strike. The count on Blackhawk, taking again and takes the pitch down and away and draws a walk. That's the first walk given up by Chase Oxborough. Puts runners at first and second. And now here's Deacon Blackhawk. Deacon, the senior of the two. Eli, who's over at first base, is a sophomore. So here's Deacon Blackhawk hitting from the right side. Still nobody out, top of the first. And the first pitch from Ox is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Ox back up on top, has the signal as he comes sets high up on his chest and comes home again. As the next pitch is rolled foul over by the third base dugout, and it's no balls and 2 strikes.
Oh. 0-2 the count.
So 0-2 the count on Deacon Blackhawk. Takes a little walk around home plate. Now climbs back in. Oxberger checks the runners back at second base and comes home. The 0-2 pitch is a ground ball toward the shortstop. Hit weakly, and then he cuts in front of Madsen, and Madsen can't come up with a ball. And coming home to score to make it 2-0 is Schill. And still nobody out.
Blackhawk brings in a run.
Here in the top of the first inning. Still runners at first and second once again. And now here's Kayla McCurdy, the starting pitcher today for the Diamondbacks here in the first game of the doubleheader. He has been staked to a 2-0 lead before he even throws a pitch here this afternoon. And certainly has the opportunity here to make it more as he climbs in with still nobody out here in the first inning. And the first pitch home to McCurdy, breaking ball in the dirt. Ball 1 ball and no strikes.
McCurdy, the batter.
So Ox comes set again, checks at the runners, and comes home to 1-0. That's inside, missed too far in, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. We talked about Oxberger turning in good quality appearances as a pitcher, as a pitch hit foul back into the screen. He did work briefly yesterday in the game, and then before that, his appearance he had against Marsh Valley. He went 5 innings, gave up 1 hit, and no runs over the 5 innings of work, and they turned it over to the bullpen, and the bullpen couldn't hold the lead. As the count now evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes against McCurdy. Runners away from their bases, and the 2-2 offering is swung on and missed. So there's the first out of the inning as McCurdy strikes out. And that'll bring up Gunnar Trulson. He's the left fielder today.
Gunnar Trulson, the batter.
Trulson hitting an even 200 so far on the year. No home runs, 4 RBIs. Outfield straight away against him. Now they can get a ground ball in the infield and potentially turn a double play and get out of the inning. And the first pitch to Trulson's over for a strike, and it's 0-1. In that game against Marsh Valley, Oxborough walked 1 and struck out 4 over those 4 innings of work. The 0-1 pitch misses up and in, and it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. The Blackhawk boys out there on the bases. Eli, as its second, having walked Deacon Blackhawk with an RBI single over at first base, and time called as a ball got loose from over on the JV field. We'll have to retrieve that and get it back over there to them. Oxborough up on top again, sets up around the chin and comes home with a 1-1 offering. And that's up high, 2 balls and a strike. So 2-1 the count against Gunnar Trulson, the 6th batter to hit here in the inning, and just 1 out. And a couple of runs in already here for Century. And the next pitch swung on and missed. Hit foul actually into the glove of McCurdy as the count now evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oxborough ready, comes home the next pitch. Breaking ball, missed, and it runs the count full, 3-2. Before that last appearance by Oxberger, he pitched briefly against Malad. He also had the great outing against Logan, in which he picked up his only win of the year. Here's the 3-2 pitch. The runners do not go, and the pitch is up high, ball 4, and it'll load the bases. Second walk of the inning.
On a walk. Now batting Gabe Gimmett.
And here's Gabe Grimmett, the first baseman, up there with the bases loaded and only 1 out. See how Preston wants to play this defensively. They'll come up at the corners as both the third and first baseman play in front of the runners. And the first pitch here is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Outfield straight away. The right fielder, Chug, playing very deep in right field. The wind blowing that way, but I don't think it's blowing nearly hard enough to play as deep as he is, as the pitch is swung on and missed, and it's now 0-2. As Oxborough back to work out of the windup again. Here's the 0-2 offering, hit foul back into the screen. Of course, Tony Hansen Field is pretty big.
0-2.
340 down the lines, 365 to the gaps, and 390 to straightaway center field. And the right fielder, Chug, he's got to be out there in the 325 range where he's standing, just short of the right field fence as the pitch is down and in, ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's So 1-2, still only one out. Bases loaded as Century looks to really jump on Preston hard here in the first inning. The next pitch swung on and missed. So he gets his second strikeout of the inning as Grimet goes down on strikes. 2 outs now, and the 8th batter in the lineup to come up to the plate. This is Ben Cook.
Ben Cook.
Cook's the center fielder, and he comes to the plate hitting an even .300 so far through the first 14 games of the year. No home runs, and he's driven in 3. And the first pitch to Cook popped up in the infield. It's the first baseman, Grohl, able to glove it and makes the catch for the out. And the Indians get out of it cheaply enough, giving up only a couple of runs. 2 runs on a total of 2 hits, and they leave 2 in the inning as well. As we're done with a half inning here this afternoon, we'll go to the bottom of the first. It's the Century Diamondbacks 2 and the Preston Indians coming to bat.
KACA. It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select a pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo Robotic Assistance System at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial, or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and...
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
KACH.
Well, we go to the bottom of the first inning. Preston trails 2-0. And here in the first inning for the Indians, it'll be Tate Green, Ashton Madsen, and then Chase Oxborough due up. As home plate umpire coming over looking for extra baseballs, I believe. And we're ready to go to work as McCurdy gets the start today here for the Diamondbacks, making his second start of the year. No record, and an ERA of 5.25. So here's Green. Tate drew the collar yesterday, went 0 for 2, did walk a couple of times, and scored twice, as the first pitch is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. He also reached on an error, but he is, after having his long hitting streak snapped, has come on a little bit of hard times. He rolls this one right back up the middle into center field for a base hit.
Up the middle for a single.
As he hits it off the second base bag, a big turn at first base, and Green will stay there. I was about to say that Green only had one hit in his last 9 at-bats after having his long hitting streak snapped to open the season. But over there at first base, and now here's Ashton Madsen. And they go to first base, and back to the bag over there is Green. Madsen 1 for 4 yesterday, doubled homer run, scored a run in that game as well. Game that Preston won 6-1 yesterday, as the fastball from McCurdy is outside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Madsen had a 7-game hitting streak snapped in Game 2 of the doubleheader on Saturday against Marsh Valley, but able to come right back and get back on the hitting side as they bluff over to first base as McCurdy stepped backwards off the rubber and then spun over towards second base instead of directly toward the directly toward the bag, as the timeout was called by the catcher before McCurdy could come home. Green broke and actually ran all the way to second base. So whatever play was on now for the Indians, they pretty much have tipped it off. Now let's see what Century does now in response. Green this time will bluff at first base, and the pitch is outside and high, and it's 2 balls and no strikes now on Ashton Madsen. Madsen, who collected his 8th RBI of the year yesterday. Runner does not go, and it's hit foul off the left field side, completely out of play, and it's 2 balls and a strike. The double that McCurdy had yesterday was his 4th extra base hit of the year. He's a tough guy to strike out. He's only struck out a couple of times so far this whole year, as he's been able to put the ball in play just about every time up there. Green goes, the pitch is outside, the throw through is going to be in plenty of time for the out.
Green's throw down at second.
So Schill throws out Green, 2-6 on the caught stealing. First out of the inning. And now Madsen at the plate, and it's 2-2, I believe he's holding up. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to count here on Ashton Madsen, and the 2-2 offering. In the dirt with a breaking pitch, runs the count full, 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. McCurdy on top again, comes home. The next pitch is looped along the line. Here comes Trulson, the left fielder, but he can't get it. Then it bounces behind him, and that's going to allow Madsen to race to second, turn at second base, and he'll stay there. Then the ball gets away again, but Madsen will be satisfied with staying at second base. So it'll be a double and an error. Check that, a single and an error. As the error by the left fielder, Trulson, is to let the ball get behind him, allows Madsen to go to second base. So here is Chase Oxenborough. Ox, the big left-handed hitter, the starting pitcher today. When he's not pitching, he's often playing at first base. For the longest time, had the only home run of the year for the Indians. Ball in the dirt, and there goes Madsen for third, and he will be in there with a dive.
Stolen base by Madsen.
So Madsen over there at third base. They're able to move up on that ball in the dirt. Now here's the next pitch to Oxborough. Ground ball to short, and it gets by the shortstop, Blackhawk, into center field. As Oxborough will pick up the RBI. And it's 2-1 as Preston gets one of the 2 runs back on the second hit of the inning. So here is Justin Inglett, the catcher.
Justin Inglett now the batter.
We mentioned that for the longest time, Oxborough was the only player on the Preston lineup who had a home run. As Inglett hits the first pitch on the ground to the third baseman, they go to second, and the ball's mishandled there by Eli Blackhawk, and everyone's going to be safe.
Second on the air.
So everybody's safe. Bad throw at second base.
Carson Chug, the batter.
As second error of the inning charged against the Diamondbacks, and that'll bring up Carson Chug. First pitch to Chug, looped foul over on the first base side, and it's 0-1. Chug hitting .367, no home runs, and 8 RBIs. Just to finish the thought about the home run thing, Oxborough had the only home run of the year for the longest time until Justin Inglett homered over the weekend down in Marsh Valley against the Eagles. in game one of the doubleheader. Next pitch to Chug is down in the dirt, and it's 1 strike. Today's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, providing you the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North 1st East in Preston. McCurdy ready again, comes home, half swing. It's going to cost Chug, and it's 1 strikes. So a 1 strike count. McCurdy ready again, waits for the middle infielders to get back to their positions, and he hits that pitch foul off of the umpire's mask, and it stays at 1 strikes. So 1-2 as Chug waiting. New ball comes in for McCurdy. Chug, who had 1 hit yesterday in the game at Century, was able to extend a little hitting streak for him out to 3 straight games, as he's had 1 hit in each of the last 3 games. And here's the next pitch, kind of spins him around inside and evens the count at 2-2. So he's 3 for his last 10 as he stands at the plate. And he's not had an extra base hit in his last 18 plate appearances. Breaking ball is on the corner, strike 3 called. So that's the first strikeout for McCurdy, second out here in the inning. And with 2 outs, here's Devin Inglet.
Devin Inglet now the batter.
Devin, the younger of the 2 Inglet boys on the team, is swinging a pretty hot bat right now and hits the first pitch foul off the first base side. Even though he was hitless yesterday, he was 0 for 4 in the game, had a 5-game hitting streak snapped over the weekend at Marsh Valley, and then bounced right back as he drew the caller in game 1. In game 2, he came back with a pair of doubles and drove in 3 runs in that game. And he hits this ball in the air toward the gap in right center field. There's not going to be anybody there, and this is going to go all the way to the wall. Out near the 365 sign. Ox scores. Here comes the Inglet to the plate. He will score. It's a 2-run double for Inglet, and Preston has gained the lead at 3-2. So a big hit for Devin Inglet to drive in 2 runs. As Preston able to get the runs back from the top of the first inning. 4th hit of the inning. And now here is Trevin Hadley, the third baseman. Hadley takes that first pitch down low. And that's ball 1, 1 and no strikes. Hadley with 1 hit yesterday at Century. Look out, that pitch just missed inside. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. With the hit that he had yesterday, Hadley extended his hitting streak out as well. He's now hit in 8 straight as he stands at home plate. Ahead in the count, 2-0, hits this ball past the third baseman into left field. That they're going to hold Inglet at third, and there'll be runners at the corners and 2 outs.
Single for Hadley.
And hardly before you can blink, Hadley once again extends his hitting streak as he's now hit in 9 in a row. So Devin Inglet stops at third.
Braden Hess now.
Runners at the corners, and here's Braden Hess. Hess had one of his best games of the year so far yesterday, as he was able to pick up 2 hits. He was 2 for 3. Had his first extra base hit of the year as he had a triple and drove in a run. And the first pitch to Hess is hit foul off the catcher's glove, and it's 0-1. So Devin Inglet at third, Hadley over at first. 2 outs, bottom of the first inning. Preston on top, 3-2. With his hits yesterday, Hess has hit in back-to-back games after going 0 for 3 in the first game of the doubleheader at Marsh Valley on Saturday afternoon. As that pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-2. McCurdy ready up on top. Comes home. The 0-2 pitch to Hess. Grounded foul. That'll go over by the Preston dugout over on the third base side. And everybody go back to their spots, and we'll do it all again. Once again, McCurdy sets at the belt and comes home. The pitch to Hess, reaches out and pokes it to short. But Blackhawk will go the short way to his younger brother, and the inning is over. 6-4 force play to end the inning as they get the force out on Hadley at second base for the third out of the inning, as Preston sends 8 men to the plate and plates 3 runs. We're done with an inning. We'll go to the second after 1. It's Preston leading Century by a score of 3-2.
KACH.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
KACH.
Well, 1 inning in the book, and after Oxborough gave up a couple of runs in the top of the first inning, his teammates came back and got him 3. So he'll go back to work here leading 3-2 and see if he can settle in now and turn in a little bit better performance now in the second, better than he did in the first inning here this afternoon. He'll face the number 9 hitter, Austin Eberb. And then back to the top of the order, Jeff Anderson and Tyler Schill do up.
Right fielder.
Eberb, the only batter that did not bat in the first inning for Century. He is the right fielder, and he comes up hitting from the left side. Lefty-lefty matchup, and Ox comes home, and the first pitch is over for a strike with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Oxford in the first inning, for whatever reason, just looked a little unsettled. He goes back out there now with a 3-2 lead. Looks a lot more relaxed on the mound. Breaking ball is a good bunt up along the first base line. They throw to first, not in time. Great bunt by Ebarb.
Successfully reaches first
as
on an infield hit.
Collects the infield hit, third hit of the day for the Diamondbacks. And what a great bunt. You couldn't have walked out and set it hardly any better. Bunted about 35, 40 feet up the line. And just inside the line as well.
Jeff Anderson.
So we go back to the top of the order, and Jeff Anderson due up. Anderson singled, scored in the first inning. Was helped around by some of Oxborough's little wildness in the first inning as that breaking pitch misses down and in. Ball 1 ball with no strikes. Anderson hitting .353. As Ox ready again. And the next pitch home is missed down and in again. Ball 2 balls and no strikes. So he falls behind 2-0. As Eberb over at first base, not going anywhere. As the next pitch is a fastball on the outside edge. As he paints the black well, and it's 2-1. Preston infield set at double play depth. And the 2-1 offering is hit right to the second baseman, Inglet. He has it on the line, goes back to first base in time for the double play.
Anderson flies out to second, and the force back to first.
So they get the force back at first base on Ebarb, who broke to second base. And now with 2 outs and the bases empty, here's the catcher, Tyler Schill.
Tyler Schill.
Schill struck out, but when the ball got away and went to the backstop, he reached on the wild pitch and eventually came around to score in the first inning and takes the first pitch outside, ball 1 ball with no strikes. Schill, a .385 hitter. He's driven in 4. And Ox's 1-0 pitch is hit in the air to left field, playable. Right there is Green. Tate waits and makes the catch. Cheaply enough, they get out of the inning. No runs, a hit, thanks to the double play in the inning. They only send 3 men to the plate as we're done with an inning and a half. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's still Preston 3, Century 2.
KACH.
You're the yard work hero. Aligner of edges, trimmer of hedges, and slayer of weeds. When it comes to your lawn, power moves are the only moves you make. That's why you just applied IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food for quick green up and long-lasting weed prevention. IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food. It's the ultimate lawn owner power move.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any...
KACH.
3-2 Preston as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Damon Wynn will lead it off. Then back to the top of the order, Tate Green and Ashton Madsen do up for Preston here in the bottom of the second inning. And today's game brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, offering many options for your insurance coverage. 85 South State Street is where you'll find them. Come in and get your competitive quote today, or you can call them at 852-2500. That's 852-2500. So here is Wynn to lead off here in the bottom of inning number 2. Damon played in the game yesterday as well over at Century. He drew the collar. He was 0 for 3, but he did walk once and also scored a run. Takes the first pitch down and in, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Backs out, takes a little practice swing, now climbs back in. As the next pitch bounces up there, and he's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Wynn hitting .286, no home runs, no RBIs. The hit did have a hit on Saturday in the doubleheader at Marsh Valley that snapped a little 2-game hitless streak that he had going as the pitches swung on and missed. May have chased a pitch up in the zone a little bit, and he was late on it, and so 2 balls and a strike. Curdy Reddy comes home to 2-1. Swung on and missed again, same pitch. Fastball up in the zone. Just looks a little too good to lay off, but he can't quite catch up to it, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And again, McCurdy now working a little bit faster, comes home with that pitch, and it hits off the handle of the bat, and it's a foul ball at home plate. It stays at 2-2, 3-2 rather. 2-2. McCurdy ready again, and the 2-2 offering is swung on and missed. Dropped at home plate by Schill. Have to record the out at first base, which he does. Strikeout, 2-3 on the putout, and the first out
Now batting
in the
Tate
inning.
Green.
Now back to the top of the order, and Tate Green will come up. That's the second strikeout for McCurdy here in the ball game today. So here's Green, singled, and was thrown out trying to steal second base in the bottom of the first inning. So Green at the plate, and the first pitch home to Tate is a breaking ball on the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Green with only, if you count his first at bat here today, that pitch over again, and it's 0-2. If you count his first at bat here today, he would be 2 for his last 10 as he rolls the pitch foul. And it stays at no balls and 2 strikes. He had, at one time, a 6-game hitting streak snapped that was snapped over the weekend at Marsh. And he loops that one toward right field. The right fielder, Enab, came up, now has to go back a little bit, but he's there and makes the catch for the out. So there's 2 outs.
Makes the catch for the
And now here's
Diamondbacks
Ashton
for
Matson.
Out number 1. Excuse me, out number 2.
Matson single, eventually worked his way around to score as well in the first inning, so he comes back up there. Had 1 hit yesterday, so he's hitting back-to-back games.
Luxemburgo, the batter.
Next pitch home to Matson is in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, rolls back toward the backstop, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Matson, with his single that he had in the first inning, is now hit in a little modest 2-game hitting streak, but he's also hit now safely in 9 of the last 10 overall. A ball and a strike, they count on Matson. And the pitch home. That is missing too far inside, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike, they count on Matson with 2 outs here in the second inning. As he slices one to left, that's right where Trulson hangs out, and he's there, puts it away, and the innings are gone in order here in the bottom of the second inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We're done with 2. Preston on top, 3-2 over the Diamondbacks. We'll be right back.
KACA.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
There are lots of reasons why Sanders Furniture has been in business for 88 years. One reason is the quality brand appliances and furnishings you can get when you shop at Sanders Furniture, like Amana, Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. You'll also find comfortable recliners and seating, tables, beds and mattresses, home decor, and accents. If you like to shop where you're appreciated without a bunch of pressure from the salesman, then make sure you stop by Sanders Furniture today. We appreciate every customer. 148 South Main Street, Soda.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Preston leads 3-2 as we move along here to the top of the third. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Diamondbacks overall so far through the first 2 innings. 3 runs on 4 hits for Preston. So here in the third, Eli Blackhawk, Deacon Blackhawk, and then Kalen McCurdy due up for Century. So here's Blackhawk, walked in the first inning, got as far as third base, and was left there when the Diamondbacks left the bases loaded in the top of the first inning. So coming up there to lead off here as we go to inning number 3. Oxborough looked a lot better in the second than he did in the first. Now see how he does in the third, as his first pitch is a breaking ball swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Today's game brought to you by Fellows Chiropractic. If you've overdone it a bit on sports field, we have exactly what you need. They'll give you an adjustment or massage, whatever it might be. Fellows Chiropractic, 8 South State Street in Preston, as the 0-1 pitch is on the corner again, and it's 0-2. You can find Fellows Chiropractic by giving them a call at 852-2240. That's 852-2240. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. So good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Blackhawks out on 3 pitches.
Now batting Deacon Blackhawk.
Second strikeout for Oxborough. And now here's the older of the Blackhawks. Deacon comes to the plate. Deacon singled in the first inning, singled home a run, as a matter of fact. And he was also left out there on the base paths, as he and his brother share the keystone combination up the middle for the Diamondbacks today. And the first pitch misses outside, 1 ball and no strikes. If you follow Preston sports at all, you have seen Deacon Blackhawk, I guarantee you. As next pitch is a fastball, it's over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Deacon Blackhawk was a running back on the football team. He was a guard on the basketball team, and right there in the middle of everything here on the baseball team, as well as the shortstop, as that pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to count on Deacon Blackhawk with 1 out here in the top of the third. Crowd arriving late once they figured out that, hey, you know what, they're playing baseball today. As the pitch swung on and missed, again dug out of the dirt by Green, and again he'll have to record the out at first base, which he does.
Throw is first.
As there's back-to-back strikeouts. And now with 2 outs, here's the pitcher for Century, Kalen McCurdy, back at the plate, who also was a strikeout victim his first time up. So 2 outs here in the top of the third. Oxborough ready, comes home, and the first pitch, breaking pitch, as McCurdy tried to hold up but couldn't, went too far around, and it's 0-1. Ox ready again, comes home, and the next pitch, fastball in the dirt this time, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So Ox has retired 4 in a row since the hit by Ebarb to lead off the bottom of the second inning. As the next pitch swung on and missed. As he's late on that pitch is McCurdy, and he falls behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2, Ox ready, peeks over the top of the glove, and here comes the 1-2 in the dirt, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coming up next inning, we'll look at some of the scores from around Major League Baseball today. Number of day games being played on getaway days across the country, and some of the evening games getting started as the breaking ball missed, and it runs the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Oxborough. Hit in the air, right field. Chug going back, short of the track, and able to, no, but went off his glove. He missed it. Now he's got to chase it down out near the fence, and by the time the ball gets back into the infield, standing at third base is McCurdy.
McCurdy reaches third on the air.
So it goes as a 3-base error against the right fielder, Chug. First error against the Indians today, as they give one of them back that they got as gifts yesterday from Century, when Century committed, and you'll never believe this number, they committed 9 errors in the game yesterday. So here is Gunnar Trulson, the left fielder, and takes the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. it's not really a high sky. There's still enough clouds that the ball should be very easy to pick up. And the right fielder, Chug, just not able to find the ball as the pitch misses down and in. It's one ball and one strike. 2 outs, tying run to third here in the third inning, and the 1-1 pitch swung out and missed. Good fastball from Oxborough. And it's 1-2. As a sophomore, Oxborough has a very bright future here on the baseball diamonds at Preston, that's for sure. The 1-2 pitch hit right back to him. Able to stab it, regain his balance, throw to first in time for the out as Trulson grounds out 1-3. No runs in the inning, no hits, an error, and they leave a man over at third base. We'll check some scores when we come back from around the big leagues. We'll do all that as we continue. As we go to the bottom of the third, Preston still leads 3-2.
KACA.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1837.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
KACH.
Bottom of the third inning, still Preston leading 3-2. And here in the third for Preston, it'll be Chase Oxborough, Justin Inglet, and then Carson Chug due up for Preston, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, the meat part of the lineup. So here's Ox to lead it off. Single homer run in the first inning, eventually worked his way around to score. And has certainly settled down on the mound after a very shaky first inning here, as he's able to come back and get 5 of the next 6 hitters over the next couple of innings, as that pitch is over for a strike and it's 0-1 on Ox. In the big leagues, a game just gone final in San Francisco, as a breaking ball over again and it's 0-2. The Giants shut out the Cincinnati Reds on 4 hits today, as Johnny Cueto able to pick up the victory for San Francisco as a breaking ball in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Nice to see that they're playing baseball again in Minnesota after the little civil unrest around the area. They've canceled a couple of games, but they're playing today against the Red Sox are the Twins, as that pitch misses down low. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. They're in the top of the fourth. The Twins lead the Sox 1-0. Here's the 2-2 pitch now to Ox. Swung on and missed. So Ox strikes out. That's the first out here in the bottom of the third inning. And the second, third strikeout make it for McCurdy on the game. So 1 out. Now here's Justin Inglet. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored a run. So Inglet climbs in. And the first pitch to Justin is down low. Ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Justin with one of the longest active hitting streaks on the team. He's hit in 9 straight. In fact, he has 14 hits over the last 9 games that Preston has played, and takes that pitch down low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. He was 1 for 4 yesterday with a RBI And as we mentioned, hit his first home run of the year over the weekend in the games at Marsh Valley when he homered in the first game of the doubleheader. The 2-0. Breaking pitch is a good one. Drops it on the inside corner for a strike, and it's 2-1. Some of the finals from around the big leagues today. The Blue Jays beat the Yankees yet again as they pounded out 12 hits for the 5-4 win down in Florida. Next pitch to England is rolled foul, and it stays at, or goes rather, I should say, to 2-2. Judge with 2 home runs in that game for the Yankees, and Bo Bichette also homered twice in that game and drove in just 2 runs. As the next pitch to Kenny is in to Justin and runs the count full, 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes, and McCurdy comes back to Inglet, swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts to open the bottom of the third inning.
Number 2.
And that'll bring up Carson Chug, who went down on strikes in the first inning as he looked at a called third strike his first time up.
Carson Chug, the batter.
First pitch to Chug, bounces up there as McCurdy really tried to break one off and bounced it about 6 or 8 feet in front of home plate. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Nationals beat the Cardinals 6-0. Pounded out 9 hits in that game. Breaking pitch over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Ryan Zimmerman homered in that game for the Nationals. Half swing as the ball goes to the backstop, and it's now 1-2 as he tapped the ball foul. And the Brewers beat the Cubs today, 7-0. Burns over Arrieta as the 1-2 pitch is too far in and hits Chug as he'll head down to first base. Jake Arrieta, the loser today for the Cubs. And now here's the second baseman, Devin Inglet, who doubled in a pair of runs his first time up here today. And for Inglet, with the 2 RBIs, it's his 3rd multi-RBI game of the year. So up there now, the chance to extend the inning as Carson Chug hit by the pitch with 2 outs over at first, and the first pitch to Inglet is a breaking ball that stays high, ball 1. They go back to first base, and Inglet, or Chug rather, back in there with a dive. 2 outs here in the 3rd. Preston leading 3-2. McCurdy ready, comes back to Inglet, swinging, hits it foul off the first base side, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Royals beat the Angels today. They pounded out 11 hits. 6-1 the final as Keller over Canning in that game. Carlos Santana and Salvador Perez with home runs for the Royals. Again, Inglet pops this ball up on the right side. It'll be the second baseman, Blackhawk, to handle it, which he does, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, a hit batsman, and 1 man left. We're done with 3 here this afternoon. As we go along to the 4th, it's Preston 3, Century nothing, or 3-2, I'm sorry. 3-2, Preston leads.
KACH.
No winner on Wednesday morning in the KCH Money Magnet Contest. We'll put another $5 of the boss's money into the jackpot, and Thursday morning the jackpot will be worth $170. Your next chance to win comes up during the 7 o'clock hour on Thursday. Be listening. I'll call out those 4-digit lucky numbers, and you can have a chance to call in. $170 up for grabs Thursday morning during the 7 o'clock hour on Preston's Home for fun, information, and music. FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
Sushi. A word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, auto owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
KACH.
Well, we go here to the top of the fourth inning, as up there here for the Diamondbacks to lead off, it's Gabe Grimmett, who was a strikeout victim his first time up. As the first pitch was a ball, the next pitch bounced up there, but was swung on and missed, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch hit foul over by off the first base side, over by where the girls are having softball practice this afternoon. And the count goes to 1-2. Well, you weren't with us yesterday. You missed a couple of the great softball games as Pocatello really, their pitcher yesterday had a great outing, great day against the Lady Indians as a pitch hit foul. Mia Less is her name. She pitched both games of the doubleheader yesterday for the Pocatello Indians. And over the 14 innings of work, she held Preston to 2 runs on 8 hits and struck out 20. As pitch hit foul again, hit off the first base side, and it stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 3-2 Preston leads here as we're in the top of the fourth inning of game 1 of the doubleheader. And a 1-2 count on Grimmett to lead off here in the fourth. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. It's all of a sudden, Oxborough showed a different motion all of a sudden, and Grimmett almost was tied up by it. As the strikeout is the first out of the inning.
The center fielder.
Fourth strikeout for Oxborough. As now here comes Kenny Inglett. Not sure they're going to take Ox out here to be able to use him later on. It certainly appears that they are, as Ox appears like he's going to be coming out of the game, at least as the pitcher. I don't know if he's going to continue at first base or not. But trying to decide exactly what they're going to do. But somebody else is going to pitch. It'll be Matson who's going to come in and pitch. So we'll take a quick break. We'll come back and continue here in the top of the fourth inning. Preston leading 3-2.
KACH.
From sunup to sundown, we spend our time on the dairy, caring for cows and producing milk. And we also love being part of our tight-knit communities, being advocates for the kids in our schools, and being providers of safe, nutritious food for families around here and around the world. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any...
KACH.
So the new pitcher here for the Indians is the shortstop, Ashton Matson, as he comes in to pitch. As the first pitch here is popped up on the right side, and it's Grohl to be able to make the play for the out.
Catch
as Cook pops up.
Off the handle.
So Cook hits one off the thumbs and hits it down to the first baseman. Now 2 outs here in the inning, and Austin Eberb at the plate. Eberb singled and then got doubled off first base on a ball that was hit by Jeff Anderson when he lined out for the first out of the second inning, as they ended up doubling Eberb off the base. And the first pitch to Eberb misses outside, ball 1. So Madsen into work. Oxborough goes 3 1/3, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 4 and leaves with a lead. As this pitch breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Ox stays in the game as he plays in right field here this afternoon. As the 1-1 offering misses outside, 2 balls and a strike. So we got changes all over the place here for Preston, as Oxborough went out to right field. The right fielder, Chug, moved to his normal spot in left. Tate Green was playing left field. He came in to play third base. That moves Hadley over to second, and the second baseman, Devin Inglet, now takes over at shortstop. And if you can follow that, you can read a road map better than me. As the pitch outside, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Eberb. And time called as a wrapper of some kind, a little piece of trash blowing across the infield. And our home plate umpire doing his best to keep the field clean. Goes out to collect it. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 offering to Eberb. That hits the down the line drive, and it hits the third base coach, the head coach of the team, able to turn his back on it and took it right in the back. He seems to be okay. He just simply did nothing more than just point out to the field and tell Eberb, no, hit it this way. And again, the 2-2 pitch. 3-2 actually was the count, and he hit the pitches outside. It's a 2-out walk, and now back to the top of the order again. As Eberb heads down to first base, now here's Jeff Anderson, who's singled and lined out.
Jeff Anderson now the batter.
Anderson 1 for 2 on the day. 2 outs, potential tying run over at first, and the first pitch to Anderson, little spinner, misses inside, ball 1. Today's game brought to you in part by our friends at ChemDry of Northern Utah, introducing Micro Pro Shield disinfecting plus antimicrobial protection that works for up to 90 days. Ball popped up foul, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. For safer homes and businesses and greater peace of mind, if you live in Cache or Box Elder County, you can call today at 435-752-6100. That's 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Here's the 1-1 from Madsen. Popped up, that'll be foul, and it's now 1-2. Well, kind of a late arriving crowd. I think they may have thought, like everybody else around the area, that there was no way they were going to play baseball today. As that pitch is up high, 2-2. Snow flurries around the Preston area around noontime. I arrived here at the ballpark about 1:30 this afternoon, and it was still kind of snowing on and off. The 2-2 pitch, ground ball towards short. Devin Inglet, who lost his balance and then lost the play on the ball as it gets by him out into center field. He literally got caught in between hops. He didn't know whether to charge or lie back. He did neither, and the ball let the ball play him, and it ends up going into left center field for a hit.
Child now the better.
Anderson gets his second hit of the day. Eberb stops at second base. Runners at first and second and 2 outs. And now here is Tyler Schill. Schill 0 for 2, struck out, reached on a wild pitch, and then hit the in the air ball to left field his last time up and flew out. Wind starting to change directions a little bit, more blowing in from left field instead of across the outfield like it was in the first couple of innings as that pitch misses inside, ball one. So when I got here today, first thing I did was I went and talked to head coach Kenny Inglet. And I looked at him and said, "You think we're going to play today?" Is the pitch outside, ball two. He looked at my phone and said, "I can get this field ready to play in half an hour if I need to." Here's the 2-0 pitch. Misses inside, ball three. Check that, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. With 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. But then he also showed me his weather app on his phone and assured me that after 4 o'clock there is nothing going to happen. No moisture at all scheduled to, at least in the forecast. And you know what? He's been exactly right. As the pitch was hit foul, it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. A little after 2 o'clock, a little bit of rain and drizzle stopped, and we haven't had a single drop since. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Schill back in there. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. And the 2-2 pitch. Hit foul back into the screen. So the 2 ball, 2 strike count. Madsen with a new ball. And the next 2-2 offering, again, hit foul at home plate. Hit it down off his foot. Inglet pounces on it quickly to make sure it stays foul. And it stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. All the games around.
This is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs.
All the games around the Logan area involving Logan area schools all were canceled today, were postponed because of weather. The 2-2. Ground ball toward the hole. That's going to get dug up there by Inglet. And he saves a run by keeping the ball going into left field. And the bases are loaded with 2 outs.
Nice stop.
Infield hit for Schill, his first hit of the game. Second hit of the inning. And 5th of the afternoon for the Diamondbacks. They left the bases loaded in the first inning, and they have the bases loaded again here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Now here's Eli Blackhawk. Walked, struck out, 0 for 1. So here's Eli, who started play today hitting at .438. And the first pitch to Blackhawk is a fastball that's up high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. When I took to Twitter earlier today and posted the posting about the game, some of the people from the local media kind of having fun with me a little bit and said, "Yeah, fat chance you're going to play." All the games have been canceled in Logan, and said it was snowing still in Logan, and you're not going to play. Well, here we are in the bottom of the 4th inning, or in the top of the 4th inning, and Preston leading 3-2 as the pitch down low again. And he goes 3-0 to Blackhawk, does Ashton Madsen, and he's a pitch away from walking over the tying run. Here's the 3-0 offering. It's right down Broadway for a called strike. So 3-1. Let's see if Blackhawk is taking again here to make him throw another strike or not. Madsen ready, comes home to 3-1. It's lined up the middle, base hit. That's going to get 1 run in. Here comes Anderson to the plate. He will score, and it's 4-3. Century regains the lead on a 2-run single by Eli Blackhawk. So you fall behind in the count, and you let the hitter just sit dead red, and that's exactly what Blackhawk did as he drives in a couple of runs. It's now Century 4, Preston 3, as Schill goes all the way over to third base, and there's runners at the corners and 2 outs. And now here is Deacon Blackhawk, who has singled and struck out, 1 for 2 so far here in the first game of the doubleheader. So Century regains the lead at 4-3, and the first pitch to Blackhawk is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. By the way, all these runs in this inning charged to Madsen. When Oxborough left, the bases were empty after he struck out the first batter he faced in the inning. As that pitch gets away from Inglet, here comes the runner to the plate, and Schill scores to add on another run.
With the pass ball.
So the pitch up above Blackhawk's head. Here comes Kenny Inglet out to the mound. I believe that's probably going to be it here for Ashton Madsen, as he has struggled since coming in. As Schill able to come home for the third run of the inning to make it 5-3. And now the meeting at the mound between Kenny and the entire infield, and see if he's going to make a change here, if he's going to stay with Madsen again. As today's game brought to you in part by our friends at Webb Funeral Home here in Preston. Their compassionate staff will help you in your time of need. Call 852-0533. That's 852-0533 for Webb Funeral Home. As the conversation out on the mound continues, as Kenny Inglet, not sure if he's venting a little frustration or if he's talking to everybody out there on the mound, and now he's talking directly to Justin Inglet, the catcher, and looking back and pointing at the scoreboard. As the meeting on the mound breaks up, and Madsen will stay in as the pitcher, and the entire infield now will go back to their positions.
No changes for the Indians.
So here comes Blackhawk back up to the plate with a 1-ball, 1-strike count. As Madsen ready, here's the 1-1 pitch. Nope, he's going to step off as he's looking back at second base. And the runner out there just kind of dancing around just a little bit. Out there, that is Eli Blackhawk at second base, as the runner bluffs like he's going to go to third on the pitch, and it's swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. So Blackhawk at second, 2 outs, 3 runs in here in the inning. Century's regained the lead here in the bottom of the fourth. And the 1-2 pitch missed inside with another breaking pitch, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Madsen out of the stretch, looks back at Blackhawk at second base as the next pitch is hit on the ground up the middle. Glove there by Devin Inglet, throws to first, and he threw it wide of the bag, and it gets away. That's going to allow the run to come in, and Deacon Blackhawk's going to move to second base.
Deacon Blackhawk reaches second, and with the RBI.
Well, good job by Devin Inglet to get to the ball, but then the bad throw to first base. Called an infield single, and then Deacon able to move up on the throwing error.
Cade McCurdy, the batter.
And now here is Kalen McCurdy, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks. Swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Check that, 1 ball and 1 strike on McCurdy. Here's the next pitch, the 1-1. Hit off the end of the bat, foul. So 4 runs home here in the inning for Century. Four hits and an error and a walk in the inning. As the next pitch is swung on and missed, and the inning is over. But not before. Century comes back and plates 4 runs as they send 8 men to the plate. 4 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 error and Century leaves a man on base here as well. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's now Preston trailing in the game. Century 6, Preston 3. We'll go here to the bottom of the fourth and be right back.
KACH.
We've all heard it said, if you aren't first, you're last. So why not start out first with the #1 brand for driver appeal and initial quality for mass market brands when you celebrate Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Celebrate with 0% financing for 72 months or other cash discount offers on select models. Rules apply. So we ask, are you going to be first or last? Choose to be first with Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
WestMotorCompany.com.
KACH.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
Advertise your open positions on the radio. You'll be amazed how quickly you see a response. You'll reach more people for less. The Job Stop includes radio and internet advertising. Call us for more info. We're a local company with a toll-free number, 833-856-9625. That's 833-856-9625.
KACH.
Well, we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, and all of a sudden, Kayla McCurdy, who was trailing in the game, now leads by 3 as the Diamondbacks plate 4 in the top of the fourth inning and lead 6-3 as we go here to the bottom of the inning. And the first pitch home was a breaking ball to Trevin Hadley, swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Hadley, Hess, and Wynn, the bottom third of the order, due up here for the Indians this half inning, as Hadley singled in the first inning, but then was out on a force play to record the third out of the inning as well, as he hits that pitch off the end of the bat over by the first base dugout, and he's quickly behind in the count, 0-2. McCurdy's 0-2 offering is a fastball that missed off the edge, and it's now 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Hadley, pulled foul down along the left field line. And it stays at 1-2. Hadley, with the hit that he had in the first inning, is now hit in 9 straight, and swings and misses and strikes out here for the first out. That's the 5th strikeout in the game for McCurdy, and with 1 out, it comes back to Brandon Hess. Hess 0 for 1, hit into a fielder's choice in the first inning. As the first pitch home to Hess, fastball misses down and away, ball 1. So it's interesting on how quickly your fortunes can turn in this game. Preston was just kind of cruising along with a 3-2 lead. And they changed pitchers, and all of a sudden the roof fell in as the pitch to Hess swung on and missed, and it's 1-1 strike. And before you knew it, Century had plated 4 in the inning and regained the lead, as the next pitch to Hess is on the inside corner for a strike, and it's 1-2. Well, the pitch certainly looked like it was up and in, but you get the call from the home plate umpire. Here's the 1-2. Same place. This one called too far in. So Hess even in the count, 2-2 strikes, and the 2-2 pitch is a ground ball off the glove of the first baseman, and it gets by, the deflection gets by Eli Blackhawk out into right field. So Hess has a 1-out single. And now here is Damon Wynn, who went down on strikes his first time up.
Damon Wynn, the batter.
So with a hit today, Hess now with a little modest 3-game hitting streak. So here's Wynn late on the first pitch, a fastball that swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. So almost like Hess is finally getting his feet under him a little bit. You have to remember he was late getting to the team as playing as the starting center on the basketball team, then went all the way to the state final again. He had just about a week before they played their first game back with the baseball program, and believe me, the muscle memory is nothing the same between basketball and baseball. 1-1 strike on Wynn. Here's the pitch. Takes it. They ask. No swing, says the base umpire. It's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. Big gap in left center field as the left fielder Trulson pinched way over near the line. The next pitch to Wynn. He jams him, fights it off, and hits it foul over toward the softball field. And it stays at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count on Wynn. 1 out. Preston needs some base runners. They trail by 3 here. As again hit foul. And it stays again at 2-2. Preston with the win yesterday, snapped what had been a 3-game losing streak. As the pitch to Wynn, breaking ball that just kind of rolls out of his hand and stays high. And the count runs full now on Wynn, 3-2. For Century, their loss yesterday against Preston at home was their 5th loss in a row and their 8th overall on the season as they come in. Check that as their 11th overall on the year as they came in at 3-11 on the season. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way to Wynn. And it's low, ball 4.
Wynn reaches on a walk.
So a hit and a
Now
walk.
coming to the plate.
2
Tate
on, 1
Green.
out. Now we go back to the top of the order, and here's Tate Green. Green, who had back-to-back 4-hit games in a doubleheader against Bear Lake. That was the only 2 games that Preston has played at home so far this year. And Green was red hot in that doubleheader. As a breaking ball, didn't mean to swing, he taps it foul at home plate, and it's 0-1. Tate trying to get back into that rhythm that he had to start the year when he started out so hot. Has 5 multi-hit games so far on the year. As the pitch in the dirt, nice save there by Schill to keep it from going to the backstop. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Green, as he stands at the plate, would represent the potential tying run for the Indians as they trail 6-3 here in the bottom of the 4th. Checks the runners. McCurdy ready, and the pitch misses inside again with another fastball, and it's 2-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Okay, he changed his mind. Home plate umpire makes it 1-2 instead. And the 1-2 pitch to Green is off the edge. Now it is 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hess back to second. Wynn with a walking lead away from first, not being held there. And the pitch home to Green is rolled foul as Kenny Inglet will play it there from his third base coaching position. And it stays at 2-2. Cheering you hear in the background is from over at the JV field. As Preston able to push across the run over there. The 2-2 pitch again is a called third strike as Green turned and walked back to the dugout as he takes a called third strike. Second out of the inning. 6 strikeouts in the game now for McCurdy. And with 2 outs and 2 men on, here is Ashton Madsen.
Ashton Madsen now the batter.
Madsen singled, flew out to left, 1 for 2 on the day, and hits his first pitch in the air along the left field line. Trulson coming over, chasing in foul ground, but it's going to land untouched as Anderson giving chase as well, but he couldn't get there either. So it's no balls and 1 strike. Today's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Whatever you might need for your car, you'll find it at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. They're at 17 South State Street right here in downtown Preston. 0-1 the count. Madsen at the plate. 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the 4th as the Indians trying to get back even in the game as they trail 6-3. The 0-1. Rolled foul at home plate. Madsen behind, no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2. The 0-2 offering on the way to Madsen, and he just does get enough of it to spin it out of Schill's glove at home plate. And it stays at no balls and 2 strikes. We're going to be doing good to get the second game of the doubleheader in. It's going to get dark here as we move along, as we're already after 5 o'clock, hour and a half deep into this game. As a pitch hit foul, and it stays again at no balls and 2 strikes. 3:30 game time. It was 39 degrees at first pitch. The 0-2 again hit foul at home plate. So Madsen keeps fouling him off. He can find a way to get on. The guy you'd like to get up to the plate with men on base. Chase Oxborough waits on deck. McCurdy back on top, has the sign that he wants, sets, checks the runners, and again the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. So that breaking ball that he dropped on the outside edge, he ends up getting 3 strikeouts in the inning, no runs, a hit, a walk, and 2 left for the Indians. We're done with 4 as we move along to the 5th. It's Century 6, Preston 3.
KACA.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
Health West is a nationally recognized community health center that provides patient-centered health care for everyone. From newborn to complicated care, Health West is always accepting new patients in Medicaid, Medicare, insured, and even if you don't have insurance. Available in 8 locations throughout Southeast Idaho. Call 208-852-3200 for an appointment in Preston. Health West, empowering our patients and communities by providing quality, affordable.
We are Dairy West. That means we are milk people, family people, animal people, people people. We are environment-loving people, giving back people, job-creating people, and glass all the way full people. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, we go here to the top of inning number 5 here this afternoon as Trulson leads it off. That pitch over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Ashton Madsen stays out there for Preston. They move a lot of other players around defensively, though, back to a more normal positioning around the infield as the pitch misses down low. We'll just kind of throw some names at you here as Oxborough comes in from right field and takes over at first base. The 2-1 pitch is over for a strike, and it's 2-2. Devin Inglet goes back to where he started the game, back at second base. And Tate Green is now the shortstop. And Hadley back over at third where he started the game. Ball popped up first base side, and it's going to land on top of the dugout. And it stays at 2 strikes. Outfield remains Chug in left, Hess in center, and Emery Thorson now in the game in right field. And the 2-2 pitch. That misses outside, runs the count full, 3-2. So Emery Thorson makes his first appearance into the game as he takes over in right field for Preston. And the 3-2 pitch. Hit in the air along the right field line. Thorson having to race over into foul ground, but he can't get to it. So it drops foul, and the count stays at 3-2.
Ball for Trulson.
So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hold on, ball loose back here behind home plate. Grohl comes to get it. And again, here is the 3-2 offering. And it missed down and away, ball 4. So Trulson draws a walk to open the inning. Second walk given up by Madsen. And now here is Gabe Gremlett, who struck out both times up here this afternoon. So for the third time in 5 innings, Century has the leadoff batter on. And here's Grimmett. He's going to show bunt, gets it down out in front of the plate, and foul ball. At the time Devin Inglet could pick it up, or Justin Inglet rather, the catcher could pick it up. It had rolled across the line, foul. And it's no balls and 1 strike. 6-3 Century leads here in the top of inning number 5. Here comes the 0-1. As that pitch is going to be lined to the right side. Nice job by Inglet to get the out. They go to second to get the force play, and that's all. But a heck of a play by Devin Inglet to keep the ball from going into right field and getting the force out at second base. Heck of a play. Trulson is out 4-6 on the force for the first out of the inning to cut down the lead runner. So here's Ben Cook.
Now batting Ben Cook.
Cook twice today has popped up to the first baseman. 0 for 2 so far on the day, and takes the first pitch high, ball 1, 1-0. Madsen works out of the stretch, sets at the belt, comes home, the 1-0 pitch. It's on the inside corner, drops out on the inside half, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at first is Grimmett. Reached on the fielder's choice as Madsen goes after him over there. He's back to the bag. One ball and 1 strike on Cook. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. As the pitch up high again, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. So 2-1, the count on Cook. Checks the runner, comes home to Ben, and that's up high again. Falls behind the count, ball 3. It's 3-1. And they start to pace a little bit again over by the Preston dugout as Kenny Inglet gets up and starts to walk around. And the 3-1 pitch is over for a strike, and it runs the count full, 3-2. So with 1 out in the 5th and a 3-run lead, the question now becomes, are they going to start Grimmett over at first base? Got a pretty good lead He's not going, and the pitch is low, ball 4. Back another second walk of the inning. So Cook walks. Runners at first and second. And now here is Austin Ebarb. He was singled, and he also walked his last time up. So 2 on and only 1 out. And once again, the Diamondbacks threatening here. As Green sneaks in behind the runner at second base, now retreats to his position as the pitch is a breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Again, Green sneaks in behind the runner. The 0-1 pitch is hit right back up the middle, but that's right where Green's standing. He has it, goes to first, and it's dug out by Oxberger for the outs. Green wanted to go to second base to try to get the double play, but as he gloved it, and when he went to transfer the ball to his throwing hand, he dropped it and then had to hurry the throw to first base and got Eber by a step. So 6-3 for the second out. Runners both move up 1 spot. So with runners at second and third, it's back to the top of the order, and here's Jeff Anderson. First ball swing, hits into left field for a base hit. That's going to get 1 run home. They'll hold the other runner at third. As a bad hop as the ball gets back in, and that's going to allow Green to hustle down to second base after the RBI single. So the walks, 2 of them in the inning, come back to haunt the Indians as it's now 7-3 rather. As Anderson with his 3rd hit of the game drives in the run. And now here's the catcher, Tyler Schill, at the plate. He has scored twice, but still does not have a hit in the game. Struck out, reached on a wild pitch. He's also flown out and walked. And the pitch home swung on and missed. So 1 run in here in the top of the 5th. Century now leads 7-3. As Madsen ready again. Fastball misses outside. He called it a strike. It's actually 0-2. That ball was 18 inches off the plate, but a good framing job by Tyler Inglett to get him to call the strike. As the next pitch bounces up there, it's 1-2. That's usually a key for a home plate umpires. The catcher has to cross over and catch the ball outside of the frame of his body. It's usually not a strike, as the pitch hit foul back into the screen, but that's Inglett on that other pitch. Before that, he backhanded the ball outside of his right kneecap, but still got the call as the pitch up high again, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 outs, and Preston trying to get out of the inning without giving up any more. And the 2-2 pitch is on the inside corner, strike 3 called, as going down on strikes was Schill. Takes a called 3rd strike, but not before Century adds a run. 1 hit, couple of walks in the inning, and they leave 2 on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's now Century 7, Preston 3. We'll be right back.
KACA.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Not too long ago, we found ourselves really needing to have our carpets cleaned. Dirt, stains, pet hair, and remnants of all those chemicals trying to melt snow from last winter had our carpets looking dull, dingy, and ugly. We called Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah, and in a very short time, they had our carpets looking like new. Not only did they clean our carpets, but they got up all that leftover pet hair to the point where you couldn't tell that we had pets in the house at all. It was like we had brand new carpets all over again. So if you live anywhere in Cache County or in Box Elder County, call Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah at 435-752-6100 and let them take care of your carpets. You won't be disappointed. We weren't. 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern.
KACH.
Well, we go here to the bottom of inning number 5. Preston trailing by 4 runs, 7-3, and moving into the latter half of the game. So Preston's outs now start to become a little bit more valuable as they have just 9 outs left in the game. And McCurdy, who struggled in the first inning, gave up a couple of runs, and since then has looked like a world beater. Since the first inning, when Preston had 4 hits, they've only had 1 hit since then. They have a total of 3 runs make it on 5 hits in the game, and they trail 7-3 as we go here to the bottom of the 5th inning. Chase Oxborough will lead it off. He'll be followed by Justin Inglett and then Carson Chug here in the 5th. So here's Ox, single homer run in the first inning, and he struck out his last time up. Chase 1 for 2 in the game. And McCurdy ready to go to work here in the bottom of the 5th, and the first pitch misses inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. So with 1 hit in the game, as that ball ends up back at the backstop, ball 2, 2-0. Oxborough's now hit in 3 straight after having a 6-game hitting streak snapped in the first game of the doubleheader at Marsh Valley over the weekend. The 2-0 hit foul at home plate. And it's 2 balls and a strike on Chase Oxborough to lead off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. After he went hitless in the first game of the doubleheader at Marsh Valley, he came right back and got after it in the second game as that pitch misses low again, ball 3, 3-1. In the second game of the doubleheader at Marsh Valley, Chase Oxborough had a pair of doubles and drove in 4 in the game. There's a little ground ball fouled up along first, and the count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Chase, who has had 5 multi-RBI games this year for the Indians, the last of which coming on Saturday in the second game when he drove home 3 runs on those 2 doubles that he had. Lines the ball right to the first baseman on 1 hop. As a backhand by Grimlett, he'll carry it to the bag in time for the out. Ox hits it hard, but hits it right to the first baseman for the first out. And now here's Justin Inglett, who reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning, scored a run, and then struck out his last time up.
Justin Inglett now the batter.
So here's Inglett. Takes a moment to climb in. Now he gets in there. Curdy ready, comes home. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1, 1-0. Outfield straightaway. Not a strong wind, but enough to make Old Glory stand out where you can see all the stars and stripes. Blowing from the left field corner out toward right center field. The pitch to Inglett is lined into the right center field gap. That's going to get in and split the fielders and head out toward the fence. Inglett to second. He's going to keep coming to third. Stumbles a little bit coming around third base, and no throw from Blackhawk. It'll be a stand-up triple with 1 out for Justin Inglett. Just the second hit for the Indians since the first inning, and they're 6th in the game.
Carson Chug now batting.
So here's Carson Chug with 1 out. Don't need as much as he'd like to pick up the run, certainly, as the first pitch is a breaking ball for a called strike. Preston needs base runners more than anything else. Here's the 0-1. Tapper back to the mound. Chug had it, dropped it. Now has to run and pick it up, flip it backhand over to first base and get the outs. Able to hang with it and finally able to make the play as
Devin Inglett now the batter.
Devin Inglett now comes up with 2 outs. That ball bounced back to McCurdy. It handcuffed him. He dropped it, and then it rolled between his feet, and he had to go back and get it. And with his momentum taking him towards second base, he just flicked it with his right hand over toward first base and got it there just in time. As the first pitch to Inglet is down low, ball one, 1 ball and no strikes. Big brother Justin stands at third with 2 outs as Devin climbs back in. And the pitch home to Devin Inglet is driven towards center. As the center fielder came up, now he's got to go back, and it's over his head. As Cook misplayed it, and Inglet into second base,
Devin
and the run is in.
Just second on a errant center.
So they get at least one of the runs back to make it 7-4. And now here's Trevin Hadley, who's singled and struck out in the game. Inglet with his 3rd RBI of the day. Pulls in at second base, single and an error.
Trevin Hadley, the batter.
And now here's Hadley at the plate. And the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. McCurdy comes home. Next pitch to Hadley. Slow roller in the infield. Cut off by the third baseman. Anderson goes across. Did he stay on the bag? Yes, he did. Nearly pulled Grimlett off the bag at first base, but he's able to keep a toe on the bag, and Preston will have to settle for the 1 run in the inning. 1 run, 2 hits. There was 1 error, and they leave a man on base. We're done with 5. It's now Century 7, Preston 4 as we go to the 6th inning.
KACA. It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
At Preston Drug, we understand that everyone is busy and time is important. That's why we've implemented synchronization. We look at all the monthly prescriptions your family takes, and working with your doctor, we organize them so that you can pick them all up at one time each month. Synchronization with Preston Drug saves you time and money. Call Preston Drug today, and we'll get you into the synchronization system. It's free and it's simple. Preston Drug, 208-852-1563.
KACH. KACH.
Well, we'll have to wait a little bit here for our catcher, Justin Inglet, to come out to get the gear put on. So it's Ashton Matson just now starting to throw his warm-up tosses as we go through the top of the 6th inning. As Preston gets 1 run back, it's 7-4. And there's plenty of work going on now down in the Century bullpen, down along the right field line, as they have a couple of different pitchers down there warming up, but they still have their overshirts on, so you can't exactly tell who they are at the moment. So here in the top of the 6th inning, Eli Blackhawk will lead it off. He'll be followed by Devin Blackhawk and then Kalen McCurdy, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks. Today's game brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For home, health, and life, and or auto through Mutual of Enumclaw, call Naylor Insurance at 852-0810, 852-0810, or drop in and see them, conveniently located on North State Street at 153 North State. So here we go to the 6th. Madsen ready, and the first pitch is a breaking ball that misses down low, ball 1, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Update you on some of the things going on around baseball today as that pitch is over for a strike. some of the other games going on. They've gone to the 6th inning now in Minnesota, where the Red Sox have bounced back and lead that game 6-1 over the Twins. The 1-1 pitch to Eli Blackhawk is in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. That is the only game that's currently going. I take it back. There is one other one. Pittsburgh got a run early against the Padres. They lead 1-0 in the top of the 3rd inning. That game being played in Pittsburgh is a pitch again rolled foul, by Blackhawk, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Polanco with a home run for the Pirates. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Is it called 3rd strike? Boy, it takes a long time to make an indication, the home plate umpire. But the breaking ball looked good and was good as Blackhawk strikes out for the 2nd time in the game here today. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. 2nd strikeout for Ashton Madsen. And with 1 out, here is Deacon Blackhawk. And the little breaking ball lands on his back between the 2 and the 0. It's a hit batter, and he'll head down to first base.
First, hit by pitch.
Certainly you don't ever want to do that, but not really, especially when you trail by 3 runs late in the game. Don't want to put somebody on without making them swing the bat. So here's Caden McCurdy, the pitcher at the plate, reached on an error and struck out twice. And swings and misses at the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Several other games just getting started around Major League Baseball this afternoon. The 0-1 pitch. Runner goes. Throw is pretty good. It's in time and not in. They missed the tag. As
stolen base by Blackhawk.
Blackhawk just did get the foot in there to steal the bag. Devin was sure he had him, and he certainly looked like he was out from here. But the tag was up the shin. As Devin able to get the tag down as the pitch swung on and missed, and it's now 2-2. It's a good throw by Inglet right on the bag. Little runner in scoring position with 1 out here in the top of the 6th, and a 2 balls, 2 strike count on McCurdy. And the 2-2 offering popped up. Should make the out of play, and it does. As Inglet came over to have a look, but ran out of room. Game's just getting underway. Tigers and the Astros scoreless in the first. Mets got 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning at home against the Phillies. They lead that game 2-0. With 2-2 again. Again, rolled foul as McCurdy stays alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the 2nd. Rangers on top, leading Tampa Bay 1-0. And the Marlins and the Braves down in Atlanta are scoreless as the 2-2 pitch is high and runs the count full 3-2. That game just at the end of the first inning down in Atlanta. Madsen ready. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. And it's ball 4. There's a little breaking ball bounced up there. 4th walk given up by Madsen since he came in to pitch. So 2 on, 1 out. As Century has not had to swing the bat yet in the inning and threatening for more runs. A hit batter and a walk. 2 on, 1 out. Then here's Gunnar Trulson, who has also walked twice. One time he did put the ball in play. He hit it back to the pitcher and was out at first base. And the first pitch to him is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Up high. 2 balls and a strike. Check. I'm sorry, they say, is it 1-2, I believe. 1 ball, 1 strike on Trulson. And the pitch popped up, foul. Back here off the fronting of the press area. Now it's 1-2. Madsen staring back at second base, sets at the belt. And now the 1-2. Swung on and missed at home plate. That's a big strikeout as Trulson goes out on strikes for the second out of the inning. And now with 2 outs, Madsen can try to get out of the inning as Gabe Grimlett comes up. Grimlett 0 for 3 officially, struck out twice and hit into a force play. As he takes the first pitch low and outside, gets away from Inglet, and both runners will move up 90 feet.
Runners advance on the pass ball.
So the runners move up to second and third. Blackhawk is at third, McCurdy at second. And the next pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 offering. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to be handled there by Inglet. Has 1 play to first base, and the inning is over. As Century threatens,
number 3,
but do not score. No runs, no hits. They end up leaving a couple of men on base as we'll go here to the bottom of the 6th inning. They still have a 3-run lead. It's Century 7, Preston 4 as we go to the bottom of inning number 6 here this afternoon.
KACA.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that $20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search KASASA.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NC.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Start will lead off for the Indians.
Now, Braden Hess will lead it off for the Indians here as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Same old song, second verse, same as the first. Preston needs base runners. They trail by 3 as we go to the bottom of inning number 6. Just the first game of the doubleheader here this afternoon. We'll try to get both of them in. First pitch to Hess, fastball for a strike on the inside half, and it's 0-1. Braden singled, reached on a fielder's choice, rolls this one foul outside of third, and he falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 to Hess, and it's a called third strike as Braden turns and walks back toward the dugout. So that's the first down here in the bottom of the 6th, 7th strikeout.
Win now the batter
For Colin McCurdy. As now here's Damon Wynn, who's been the designated hitter all afternoon at the plate. As that pitch is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Tate Green waits on deck. Outfield straight away, medium deep against Wynn. and rolls it foul again, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. So McCurdy up on top, still working out of the stretch, even though there's nobody on, and Wynn spins it out of the glove of the catcher. Schill stays alive at 0-2. The 0-2 offering is hit foul, stays again at 0-2. So Wynn fouls him a couple of pitches away. No balls and 2 strikes, and the breaking ball on the inside corner, strike 3 called. Second called strikeout of the inning. And with 2 outs, Tate Green will now be the scheduled hitter. But first he's going to go back and talk to Kenny England for a moment, as McCurdy now with 8 strikeouts in the game. Preston with only 2 hits since the first, 3 hits make it since the first inning, and they have a total of 7 in the game. But they trail 7-4. And so Green at the plate as the 2 managers say something to each other. Now the manager for Century turns and heads back over toward the dugout as whatever was said to Dwayne Rawlings, he was certainly in agreement with. The first pitch to Green was high, the second one low, and it's 2-0. And Preston needs base runners. They're down to their final 4 outs here in the game. Trailing by 3, they trail 7-4 here at the bottom of the inning number 6. As the next pitch to Green is hit foul back into the screen, it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike on Green with 1 hit in the game. 1 for 3 overall. The next pitch to Tate, breaking pitch, is over, and it's 2-2. So a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Preston's only gone down in order once today as Green rolls that one foul outside of third. Kenny England has to kind of spin and bounce out of the way out of it a little bit. It stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. New ball from McCurdy. Back up on top. Comes home with the 2-2. And again, Green just cues this one off the end of the bat and rolls it up along the first base side. As Two balls and 2 strikes on Green as he climbs back in. 2 out, nobody on here in the 6th for the Indians. And the 2-2 pitch. Popped up, third base side. Anderson in foul ground makes the play, and for the second time today, the Indians go out in order. They go 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the 7th. Century still leads 7-4. We'll go to the 7th inning. We come back right after this.
KACA.
At Preston Drug, we understand that everyone is busy and time is important. That's why we've implemented synchronization. We look at all the monthly prescriptions your family takes, and working with your doctor, we organize them so that you can pick them all up at one time each month. Synchronization with Preston Drug saves you time and money. Call Preston Drug today, and we'll get you into the synchronization system. It's free and it's simple. Preston Drug, 208-852-1563.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo Robotic Assistance System at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial, or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, we'll go to the 7th inning. 7-4. Century leads here. Trying to pick up just their 4th win of the year and their first in conference play. As with trailing by 3 runs, Preston again will go to the bullpen, and Devin Inglett comes in to pitch here in the top of inning number 7. So Inglett becomes the 3rd pitcher used by the Indians today. Ashton Madsen goes back to play shortstop, and Tate Green, who was at short, moves around and now will play at second base here. And everything else remains pretty much the same.
Cook will lead off for the Century.
Ben Cook will be the first batter that he faces. So here's Cook to lead it off. Cook today 0 for 2 officially. He's also drawn a walk his last time up. And Devin Inglett ready to go to work, and need him to just get 3 outs and get the bats back up there and see if they can get a couple of runs and get even. Here as we go to inning number 7. So here is Cook, and the first pitch misses inside and hits him. So Cook hit by a pitch down around the top of the shoe, and he heads down to first base as the leadoff man on again here for Century. And now Austin Eberb due up. And we'll have a runner at first base for Cook. See if we can pick off a number here on who's coming in to run. Was that 23, Gavin Flynn, I believe, running at first base? Either way, here's Eberb with a runner at first and nobody out here in the 7th. And the first pitch to Eberb is a fastball for a called strike, and it's 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike. Inglett looks back over at first. Very small lead for the runner over there. And he comes home. The pitch misses outside. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Outfield straight away. Hess, the center fielder, is very much shallower than the other 2 fielders to his right and left. As the right and left fielder playing very deep here. As the next pitch is a breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 1-2. So it's a ball and 2 strikes. The count here on Eberb. Nobody out, man at first base. As Inglett ready, the 3rd pitcher today for the Indians, sets at the belt. And comes home. The next pitch is a ground ball, slowly hit on the ground. Inglett had it, dropped it, flips to first, not in time. So Inglett down quickly off the mound to pick it up, dropped it, and then lost the play.
Put runners on first and second, nobody out.
3rd error of the game charged against the Indians. So back to the top of the order now. And Jeff Anderson due back up. Runners at first and second, nobody out. And here's Anderson, who has 3 hits already in the game and takes the first pitch high, ball 1. Last time up, Anderson came up with a couple of men on base and singled home a run. The RBI was his 2nd of the year. And here's the 1-0. Misses inside, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 the count. Dark clouds overhead. Still enough light, I think, to get the second game started, though. Still not sure exactly how far they're going to get into the second game as that pitch misses inside and runs 3 balls and no strikes now on Jeff Anderson. As a pitch down low, ball 4. We're 2.5 hours, 2 hours and about 15 minutes into this game. So Anderson walks. That loads the bases with nobody out. And here is Tyler Schill. Struck out, flew out.
Tyler Schill, batter.
Singled and then also struck out and went to first on a wild pitch way back in the first inning. So he's 1 for 4 overall. And the first pitch hits him in the back and force over a run.
Schill's hit by a pitch, which will bring in a run.
So the painful way to pick up an RBI as Schill's hit and it forces over to run to make it 8-4. It's back to a 4-run advantage now. All the other runners move up 90 feet. Bases remain loaded. And now here is Eli Blackhawk. Walked, singled in 2 runs earlier in the game. Ground ball to short, dropped third, and Preston again can't handle the ball in the infield, and it forces over a run. As the easy little 2-hopper hit to Hadley at third, and he booted it. Second error of the inning charged against the Indians. As the second run of the inning comes in, as Eberb comes in to score. And again, everybody moves up. Anderson goes to third, Schill to second, Blackhawk at first, and the older Blackhawk, Deacon Blackhawk, is due up at the plate. But first, again, Kenny Englert goes out to the mound to talk to his pitcher, who is yet to get an out here in the inning. Hit batter, an error, a walk, another hit batter, and then an error. So they have 2 runs in the inning, and is officially don't have a hit. As the lead extended out now to 9-7 in the as with 2 runs in the inning, or 9-4, I should say, with 2 runs in the inning. And now here is Blackhawk, still with the bases loaded and nobody out, and Preston is forced to bring the infield in. And the first pitch to Blackhawk is down low, 1 ball and no strikes. Blackhawk with a pair of hits, drove in a run, was hit by a pitch last time up. They did get him out on strikes 1 time in the game. As that pitch is inside, on the inside half for a strike. It's 1-1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to count on Blackhawk. Englert ready, here's the pitch. Inside corner again for another strike. It's 1-2. So pitching to Blackhawk here with the bases loaded. Brings up a little bit of history as that pitch again misses inside, gets away from Englert, and the run comes in on the wild pitch to make it 10-4. 3 runs in here in the inning. As Anderson comes in on the wild pitch.
He scores on the pass ball.
Runners now at second and third, and a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Blackhawk waits at the plate. And the next pitch from Devin Englert misses outside again, gets away from Justin Englert, and that's going to allow another run to come in. Four runs home in the inning, and they do not have a hit in the inning. You load the bases without allowing them a chance to even swing the bat, and then you unload the bases with a variety of pass balls and wild pitches. The 3-2 pitch is finally swung on and missed. Finally, that's the first out of the inning.
Blackhawk goes down on strikes for out number 1.
The 6th man to hit in the inning and finally have an out. Now here is Kalen McCurdy, who is the beneficiary of all the free runs here in the 7th inning, as he's going to go out and pitch in the bottom of the 7th. And right now, he has an 11-4 lead as the first pitch is down low, ball 1 ball with no strikes. Still have people throwing in the bullpen, however, for the Diamondbacks. The 1-0 pitch on the way from Inglet. Holding, now time called. McCurdy asked for and gets timeout from the home plate umpire, as they're taking just a little bit too long for his liking. Today's game brought to you by West Motors in Preston and in Logan. Looking for a new car or truck? West Motors is the place to go as the pitch misses down and away. Ball 2 balls and no strikes. Whether it's a Ford, Chrysler, Plymouth, Jeep, or a Dodge truck, there's only one destination. It's West Motors in Preston and in Logan. Stop in and save today. As the next pitch is on the inside corner for a strike, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. And the next pitch hit in the air toward right center field, slicing away from the fielders. Coming over quickly is Thorson and makes the catch for the out. Tagging and coming in to score from third base is Eli Blackhawk to make it 12-4 on the scoring fly ball. And now they're going to say that Blackhawk didn't tag up, and it's going to be a double play to end the inning. So they appeal over to third base. They say that Blackhawk was not on the bag, didn't tag up on the sliding catch by Emery Thorson, and it's a double play, and the inning is over, but not before Preston Polka Century gets 4 runs home in the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. It's now Century 11, Preston 4. Bottom of the 7th coming up.
KACA. In the good old days, you did business with people who treated you well, had a firm handshake, and looked you in the eye. At West Motor here in Preston and Logan, that's the way we did it. Since then, we've grown and added technology, but we didn't leave the good stuff out. We still offer a free car wash when you're in for service. We offer quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles. We look you in the eye when we give you our no-charge lifetime powertrain warranty, and we finish every deal with a firm handshake. The good old days were good, and these days are good too. We know we've been here all along. Visit West Motor today.
West Motor Company.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any...
KACH.
Well, here we go. The 7th inning. New pitcher comes in here for the Diamondbacks. Asked to get the last 3 outs. It's Ben Cook who comes in to pitch. McCurdy went 6 innings, gave up 4 runs on 7 hits. He walked 2 and struck out a total of 8 in the game. And he'll face Ashton Madsen. And the first pitch is off the glove of the catcher Schill, and it's 1 ball with no strikes. Madsen will be followed by Oxberger and then Justin Inglet here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and Preston needs a whole lot in a hurry. As the next pitch over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Thanks to the 4 runs in the top of inning number 7, the Diamondbacks now lead 11-4 as that pitch is outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Don't forget to stay with us for our post-game wrap-up. Get you ready for game 2. 2-1 pitch to Madsen, hit foul over on the third base side to be out of play, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll also have our player of the game for you as well. And after this one's over, we'll send you back to the studio for 25 minutes or so and have some more of your favorite music. 2-2 pitch, rolled down to the third baseman. It runs up Anderson's arm. He stays with it, throws low, but not in time.
Madsen outruns the throw. Safe at first on a base hit.
So Madsen reaches to open up the inning. And now here is Chase Oxborough.
Chase Oxborough, the batter.
Ox singled in the first, scored a run, drove in a run. Since then, he has struck out and grounded out. That RBI that Chase had back in the first inning was his team leading 18th of the year. First pitch to Ox, missed outside, ball one. Chase back up there. The next pitch hit in the air behind third. Anderson going out. He'll have it right on the edge of the grass, able to make the play. As Oxborough pops up. That's the first out here in the seventh. And with one out, that'll bring up the catcher, Justin Inglet.
The batter.
Inglet, last time he was up there, hit a ball into the right center field gap and didn't stop running. Got all the way to the third base before they could get the ball back in. As he tripled. As the pitch to Justin over for a strike, and it's 0-1. That extra base hit that he had was his 6th of the year. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. As it's now no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 the count on Justin Inglet. As the next pitch is high, snap throw back down to first, not in time. As Madsen able to get back in before the throw. So a ball and 2 strikes here on Justin Inglet, who started the game hitting at even 500. Drives this ball to left field, going back on it to Throlson. It's over his head, and it's going to one-hop the fence. Coming around third and coming in to score is Madsen. It's another extra base hit here. So Inglet, who tripled his last time up, has an RBI double here to score a run. Hit it well. One hop the fence out in left field over Throlson's head. Preston gets 1 run back, but they still have a lot of work to do with 1 out. And now here is Carson Chug, who's 0 for 2, plus was hit by a pitch. The first pitch to Chug is rolled foul.
Carson Chug at the plate.
And it's 0-1 on Chug. So Madsen able to motor home. Two hits in the game for Inglet. It's also his 5th multi-hit game of the year. As this one's going to be looped in the infield, coming over to get it is the third baseman Anderson. They'll flip the ball over to first. It's a double play and this game is over. So the Diamondbacks able to win it. Final score 11-5 in the game. As Preston got 1 run here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and they leave no one. We'll come back, take a timeout. We'll come back and have the final totals and the winning, losing pitchers for you coming up right after this.
KACA.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees, credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
It's the end of a long day and your feet are tired, or are you running behind schedule? But you need milk and eggs. You don't want to have to walk clear to the back of the store to get a gallon of milk and a dozen eggs. I suspect we all can relate to both of those stories. The great news is that this problem has been solved by Stokes Market in Preston with a recently installed new cold case right near the front door. If you just need a gallon of milk or some eggs, you can find them right inside the front door. Visit Stokes Market today in Preston.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
KACH.
Well, so the Diamondbacks win the first game of the doubleheader. Final score 11-5. 11 runs on 8 hits. They left 9 men on base. For Preston, 5 runs. They had 9 hits, and they left a total of 6. Winning pitcher is Colin McCurdy, as he went 6 innings today and allowed just 4 runs on 7 hits. And the loss will go to Ashton Madsen. Madsen came in relief and couldn't get out of the 4th inning hardly without giving up 4 runs and yielding the lead, as Madsen will take the loss here this afternoon. So final score here for game 1 of the doubleheader. Century wins it 11-5. As we'll take a timeout, we'll send you back to the studio after this quick break, and John will have some music for you for about 25 minutes, and we'll come back for game 2 of the doubleheader. That's all on the way. Stay with us. John's up next, and we're back in about 25 minutes for the second game of the doubleheader this afternoon.
KACH.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1837.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
There's a special bond between people and their pets. One that's built during playtime, chore time, cuddle time, and of course, lots of meal times. That's why IFA Country Stores carries all the best food for all kinds of pets, whether they're a part of your lifestyle, a part of your livelihood, or a part of your family. IFA Country Stores, helping to grow the things you love.
KACH.